Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to cover a topic, happiness, that everybody wants to know more about. So the book that I'm covering today is The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. Gretchen Rubin, the author of the book, dedicated 1 year of her life to find more happiness into her life. So she underwent a lot of trials and experiments to understand what brings out happiness in her life and what doesn't. So she shares two aspects in the book. One is all the scientific research studies that have been proven to bring about more happiness into one's life, and also the personal experiences of her own journey. From tackling everyday challenges to savoring the simplest pleasures, the Happiness Project offers a roadmap to a more fulfilled existence. And in this video, I'm going to share 10 key takeaways from the book, The Happiness Project, that will make you rethink about more happiness into our lives. This book has captivated the hearts and minds of millions with over 1.5 million copies sold and translated into more than 35 languages. It spent more than 2 years on the New York Times best-selling list, captivating readers with its relatable and transformative narrative. In this video, I am going to share 10 simple techniques with you which have been proven to be useful for the author Gretchen Rubin and which are all research backed. So, all of these 10 techniques, even if you incorporate 3 or 4 in them, you will see immense happiness flowing into our life. You will also feel that most of these you know, but a lot of times we need reminders to start practicing them consistently in our life. After all, consistency is the key to a happier life. I read this book a couple of years ago, but when I thought of preparing video on this, I had to reread the book, reread the main points, and from there I found 10 techniques through which you can bring about more happiness into your life. And happiness is something which we all desire. Maybe we don't desire money or wealth, but happiness is something which we all desire. So let's straight away get into the video, and please stay till the end because you never know, maybe the 10th technique works out for you and the 9th technique works out for you. But until and unless you watch it till then, you will never know what the last and the second last technique is. So without further waiting, let's take a look at the 10 ways in which we can bring about more happiness into our life, as explained in the book, The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. So the first takeaway is happiness is within. The author gives her own explanation in the book, saying that a lot of people take vacations or go to different places because they feel that they will find happiness over there. But she says that neither her schedule allowed her to take vacations, nor she never had the time to do that. So she had to find out happiness in her own present current situation. She found happiness in the words that were written inside a fortune cookie one day. When she went out with her friends for over dinner, she opened the fortune cookie, and inside that, in the paper, it was written, happiness you can find under your own roof. So she started following this mantra to find happiness in her current present situation without changing anything at all, without going anywhere else. The second technique through which you can attract more happiness into your life is by understanding the importance of rewards and recognition. She says that her daughter used to bring gold stars from school whenever she used to do well in school, and that really motivated her to work harder in her school. So she says that the same method can be applied to all of us adults in our life too. So if we have awards in place, if we have recognition in place, then there are higher chances of feeling happier in life. The third technique through which we can have more happiness into our life, as seen by the author in the book Happiness Project, is exercising. We feel that exercising is not as important, and if we do it once in a while, it's fine. But research what even if you start exercising, immediately you will start seeing the results. Your brain will start secreting dopamine, happy hormones that will make you feel better, much more calmer and de-stressed. So not just strenuous exercise, simple stretching, simple deep breathing exercise can also bring about a profound impact in our happiness level. The fourth and a very important technique, something that even I have followed, is creating a clutter-free environment. The more clutter, the more garbage, the more things we have that we don't use in our life, the more stressed out we have, the more divided attention we have. So when we create space physically in our homes and our workspaces, we create more space internally that would calm our minds and that would create more space for happiness. The author says that tackling clutter in your living space can lead to a sense of order and tranquility, ultimately contributing to your overall happiness. She also decluttered her home, especially the wardrobe, and said that removing the outside clutter built more space for happiness and creativity to flow. The fifth technique is the power of growth. That's one of my favorite happiness technique that I have gone through in this book. It says that when we are growing, when we are accomplishing something, when we are fulfilling our goals, when we are moving towards our goal, that is when we are automatically feeling happier. In the words of William Butler Yeats, who says, happiness is neither virtue nor pleasure, nor this thing or that, but simply growth. We are happy when we are growing. The author says that just goal attainment doesn't give happiness, but the process that we undertake where we are attaining goals is in itself rewarding. So the process is more rewarding than the result itself. Even if you fail, even if you experience failure, but in the process of achieving that goal, that attainment in itself of moving forward brings about a sense of happiness. When we do things like learning a new skill, enrolling in a course, meeting new people, we feel happy because these require more work for the brain, evoking more intense emotion. Along the same lines, the author shares her own personal story. She says that she was wanting to start a blog for a very long time, but then her own self doubt prevented that thing from happening. She questioned herself. She thought that people will think that she's being very preachy and she's being very egocentric. But she said that if she wants happiness in her life, she has to keep overcoming the obstacles and keep moving forward. And that is when she decided that irrespective of whatever is going on in her mind towards her self doubt, she will do that irrespective. And that brought immense challenges and with it growth and happiness that she experienced in her life. The author says that challenges bring happiness because it expands your self definition. One becomes larger. New identity brings new experiences with increased happiness. She also adds that in order to have more success and more happiness, one needs to overcome failures and also embrace failures. The sixth way that we can have more happiness into our life is expanding our social circle, avoiding gossip, and being more kind hearted. By making new friends, showing generosity, and steering clear of gossip, we not only improve our own lives but also contribute to a more positive and harmonious environment. The author also adds that it's important to build strong connections with your community, your friends, and family. And it's also important to have a strong connection with your own self because having a strong connection with your own self fosters better connection with others. The seventh technique is the paradox of giving. The author adds that doing simple acts of kindness and making a positive impact into the lives of others, like doing something for the poor or the needy, brings about a sense of satisfaction, pride, and happiness into our life. The eighth technique that is explained in the book is taking care of yourself and setting limits too. See, a lot of times, most times, we are doing things for others' happiness, for others' growth. But we don't have to leave ourselves behind. So make sure that you're indulging yourself in those activities that give you happiness. It can be pursuing a habit or learning a new skill or pursuing a passion or something that you really care about. This book highlights the need to do those activities that recharges our batteries, that bring us back to normalcy, where we are able to function mentally and physically with our 100%. And that would give advantage to us and to others around us. The ninth technique that is shared in the book is something that is very cliched. We have heard about it a lot of times, and that is gratitude. Even though we keep hearing about it, sometimes we don't follow it as much, and that is not consistently there in our routine. The author says that by research also expressing gratitude, when we look at the abundant side of our things, we attract more of that. We attract more of abundance, growth, and happiness into our life. The book suggests that focusing on gratitude shifts our view, helping us find contentment in the present. She shares one technique in the book, which is the one sentence journal. It is a simple practice of jotting down one sentence each day to capture the highlight, reflection, or an emotion. She says that how much ever bad your day is going, you still have one thing that you can be grateful for. So remember your entire day and jot down that one important thing that brought about immense happiness into your life and express gratitude towards that. The 10th and the last technique is practicing mindfulness. Whenever we are thinking about the future, worrying about the past, we don't focus on the present moment. And the present moment is where happiness lies. So the author suggests everyone that focus on the now, focus on the present moment, because that is what will bring happiness into our life. By practicing mindfulness, we can cut down on anxiety and feel happy. From finding joy in small moments to fostering connections and practicing kindness, Gretchen Rubin's book reminds us that happiness is within our reach, waiting to be embraced. By incorporating these takeaways into our life, we have the power to connect a meaningful shift. By incorporating these 10 techniques into our life, we have the power to change our mindset and to move towards a more brighter and happier life. If you found any of these techniques useful or if you have practiced any of them, please do let me know in the comment section. So even as a community, we can learn from each other. Please do subscribe to my channel because it really means a lot to me. It encourages me to prepare more of such videos. Here's to a life full of gratitude and unwavering happiness. Thank you so much for watching my video.